Sunday right here on Fox 5.
Well, the Cap season ended with disappointment as they get swept in the second round.
Making the kind of history that we don't want to make. Dave Ross joins us now with more on where the Caps go from here. Dave?
Well, Steve, you know, the music on the break there was by The Waiting is the Hardest Part by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. We have to wait another year to try to get a Stanley Cup to Washington, D.C. What went wrong? Well, we're going to get some answers right now from Kerstein from 106.7 The Fan. My friend, I know you were down there for games 3 and 4 in Tampa. It was not easy to watch, so let me ask you, what in the wild, wild world of sports happened down there?
Well, first off, they never got off to a good start. They gave up the first goal in every game.
Right.
Tampa Bay, 7-0 in scoring the first goal in the playoffs so far.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. Power play continued to struggle. A lot of just throwing the puck in. They couldn't really beat that 1-3-1 defense.
Yeah.
They were throwing it in, but they weren't really going after it. Alex Ovechkin tried taking it on his own, and it didn't work. Nicholas Backstrom never showed up in the series. 9 games. He had 2 assists, no goals. He hasn't scored a goal since March 22nd.
Oh, my goodness.
17 games.
Wow.
And Alexander Semin, well, he was our favorite Semin that we all know and love.
He just disappears in the spotlight, it seems like, each and every year. I guess, Sky, the million-dollar question today that everybody wants to know, too, is Bruce Boudreau, his job status. Is it fair for Caps fans to you're hearing a lot of venom out there that we gotta get rid of the coach? Is that fair criticism today?
Well, Mike Green said yesterday that Bruce Boudreau is his rock, or is their rock. Brooks Laich said it wasn't the coach. They make it very easy for us to play. They do a great job prepping us. We're ready to go. It's all on us. But at what point is his message not getting across? And it's getting to that point where the guys, he might make it easy on them, but they're not listening to what he says. They need somebody in here who, A, they listen to, B, will scare them into playing well, and is a disciplinarian. Somebody who won't put up with a lot of the stuff that goes on this team, on and off the ice.
That's a big point.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on off the ice that doesn't get reported.
Let's take a look at the owner, Ted Leonsis. He had some interesting comments on his blog yesterday, Sky. I'm not sure if you had time to see these yet, but basically he's saying that the Caps' best players didn't play the best, and they got outplayed by Tampa Bay's big 3, and the fact that the Tampa Bay role players played better than theirs. But it seemed to be, if you read between the lines here, that he's almost taking a shot at the players and not necessarily the coaching staff. Do you think Bruce is coming back based on what you see here?
George McPhee yesterday said he expects Bruce Boudreau to be back. I think unless there's a shakeup in management, that Bruce will be back. It is, sources tell me that he has about 3 years left on his deal. Good amount of money that goes with that.
Okay.
So unless they really want to pay it off and bring in a new coach, it looks like he'll be back. But again, when does this? How many times can you lose in the second round? He's 17-20, Bruce Boudreau is, in the playoffs as a head coach. He has a phenomenal regular season record, and they still can't get past the second round.
Got to wrap it up real quick, but let me ask you 3 players you don't expect to see back next year with Washington Capitals.
I don't think Brooks Laich will be back. I don't think Scott Hannon will be back. And Semyon Varlamov never got in a game in the playoffs. It doesn't look like he'll be back either.
Sky Kerstein, 106.7 The Fan. You will be back next year covering the Caps. Thank you very much. Great job this year. I thought we'd be talking longer into this postseason. Sadly, boys, it is all over. Steve, Alice, and Antonio did not expect this to wrap up this quickly.
What I think for next year, Dave?
What do you have?
No playoff beard. It's not, I know it's tradition, but it hasn't worked. So why not shake it up a little bit?
Right, you know, Ovechkin was asked about that, and he said, don't want to talk about beard, let's talk about hockey.
Yeah,
well, best Alex Ovechkin in Russia.
That was pretty good.
It didn't work, though.
It did not work.
I agree.
I think it's
Why
a
not
jinx.
try something different
next year?
Yeah.
And you know what? Aerodynamically, that's better.
Maybe it'll do that.
Hair creates a drag.
Which is a funny bit on some sort of a sketch show. Right.
Okay.
Write that one
We
down.
leave it to the scientists.
Yeah. All right, the scientists. Let's take a look. Hey, speaking of science, let's talk temperature trends, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're going to like it. You're going to like it. It's a good trend.